Hello once again everyone and welcome to the Sanctuary. Once again we're playing Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, and hopefully this time we are going to be finishing the Arcadion storyline. We've been working our way up the Cruiserweight division and we are currently struggling with M4 or M8 as people are calling it. Anyways, alongside me are Arya Stormborn.
Where? What? Watching the Yukon game.
Corlash.
No, I'm not. Look around. You won't see me.
And Lord Fyrax.
I think I see you.
Fair enough.
Obviously, I wasn't talking to you.
I can't see him. Is he John Cena now?
Yeah, see if this resurrection thing worked.
Anywhoosie, are we all ready to do this?
Yeah.
Let's get down to business.
There we go.
New res macro.
Yep.
Nice. I forget which one. I forget which one I have. Hold on. Let me check out my user macro for Scholar. Which one is what Scholar? Resurrection?
Yes.
Oh, mine is I suggest swearing vengeance on the thing that killed you. Unless it was an inanimate object, such as a cliff.
Hyperion recommends channeling your post-death frustration into pre-death vengeful anger.
Well, I was gonna put Hyperion, but I wanted to make it more personal. Hell, my summoner res is, I'm not saying you owe me, I'm implying it.
I like mine better. Good old rise from your grave.
It's old school.
All right, let's do this.
We're just waiting for you.
Yeah. Arya, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. M4, here we come.
Apparently, people are already whining and whinging about the extreme for 2.
All right, here we go.
Let's begin, shall we?
Focusing target.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Shields up. Double tank buster.
Clean. I wonder if you can keep up.
Wolf's Rain. Straight line.
Attack of him.
Cone.
A stylish evasion, well done.
Part 2. Wolf's Rain. Straight line. Cone. Good.
Oh no! They couldn't avoid that one.
Who didn't avoid it? Attack.
I do like
Back in
toying with my
Moonlight.
prey.
Dodge here. Southwest. Move northwest.
Can't you fend off a pack of wolves?
Shadow chase. Behind a shadow. Good. Bare fangs.
Flying true.
sides to middle.
The earth is mine to command.
Move.
Oh no, that was too much for the
Heck.
challenger. The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Not bad. Not
All right,
bad.
here comes the DPS
But
check.
we've scarcely begun.
Stack. One wolf down. Hold it down.
Bear my biting wings.
Shields up. Nice use of shield samba there, Arya.
Still you stand. How delightful.
All right, it's gonna get faster. Here we go. Wolves Rain. Gonna get tighter. Cone. Lines. Good.
Fenrir's power can be
All right,
wielded
here
in
comes
surprising
Terrestrial
ways.
Titans.
This is the
AK
part I still don't quite understand.
Yep.
Where did that colossal thing
It's
come
slice of life and Slice is right.
He's put the colossus
That was
to the
close.
sword.
I wouldn't compare it to Slice's right. It's,
Wow, I dodged that. Extraplanar pursuit shields
one
up.
of the tactics, right?
Double tank buster.
Must have heard. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Their fangs. Gonna be alternating lines, I believe. Yep, alternating lines. Wolf's Rain, straight line. Cone.
You're mine.
Lines. Work. Wolf's Rain, watch the lines.
Pack of wolves.
Inside out. Go. Move behind. Good. Good. Extraplanar pursuit shields up. Stack up. Multiple strikes. Stay in the stack. Back in Moonlight.
Try this.
All right, dodge to southeast. Move.
Such potent magic! But will they be enough to
Good.
turn the tide?
Stack up. Double tank buster. Wolves Rain. Tighten up. Straight line. Cone. Watch for lines. Terrestrial Titans. Planar Pursuit shields up. Double tank buster. There, fangs. Line. Okay, alternating lines. He's also casting Wolves Rain. Straight line. Cone.
You're mine.
Lines.
Pack of wolves.
The lines. Shields up. Back up.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Back in Moonlight.
Try this.
Right. Dodge to northwest. Move. Good. Good dodging, good dodging. Exoplanar Pursuit shields up. Stack up. Shields hard. Great Divide, double tank buster. Wolves Rain. Straight line. Cone. Watch lines. Good. Terrestrial Titans.
Don't question it.
No, no.
Extraplanar Pursuit. Great Divide, double tank buster. Almost there. Their fangs. Watch the alternating lines. Wolf's Rain. Straight line. Cone. Watch the lines. We made it. She died like right as we killed him.
I got back right as he killed him.
Well,
But
he
no,
made it.
that beam hit me straight on. I have no idea how I survived.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger.
Of course we won. The story wouldn't go on if we didn't. Cruiserweight tier finally complete. All right, let's roll on the loot and go home.
It's all over. Until next time.
Yeah, I'll try for an accessory.
What'd you roll?
53, 52, 50, and 2 52s in a row. And a 93 on the faces we wear.
Oh.
Who got it?
My 8 isn't gonna get it.
Arya got it.
For what?
Good. Good.
The hollow saber.
Well, we all get
Everyone
that
gets
with our clear.
I'd rather one of us gets the glasses.
Yep. Who hasn't rolled yet? There we go. All right, let's talk to Yana.
I already got my item, so I'd left.
Yeah. We're just waiting on Arya, who's checking to see who won what.
I was confused. I was trying to see what else I got.
Basically, you got the glasses, you got your weekly clear reward, and you got whatever you rolled on. Which in this case was probably the chest gear. The
hollow brooch. I got hollow sabatons.
Okay.
Hollow gauntlet.
Yeah, that's all you got from all 4 of these fights.
Well, we can...
Anyway, let's talk to Yana. You did it! You really did it! You're amazing! You know that?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were simply too strong for me. I gave my word, and I intend to keep it. I will retire from fighting. At this, I've escaped imminent death, but I've also lost my purpose in life. Tell me, what am I to do with myself now? I truly do not know.
Face.
Eh?
Go home and make babies with what's her face.
There are battles you can still fight. Help us oppose the president.
Yes, I see you.
The president has sacrificed the lives of countless fighters for the sake of entertainment, and as good as killed my friend. He should be stopped, I know. As I said before, we owe everything to him. That's why we continue to fight willingly, even if it meant dying from our illness.
You fool! You can't tell me that the brute bomber went willingly to his death. And there are people who care for you, even if you don't seem to care for yourself. All this time, Eutrope's been fighting alone to try and save you.
What? She vanished without a word soon after we developed symptoms of psychonecrosis. I searched and I searched, but I could find no trace of her. I was more shocked than anyone when she suddenly showed up and challenged Chris. Seeing how strong she still was, I assumed that her symptoms had abated, and she decided to resume fighting.
Let me make it crystal clear. You've been using your debt to the president as an excuse not to face the bitter truth. And in doing so, you've lost sight of those dearest to you. It was in order to save you that Eutrope went after Chris for his soul. She thought it was the only way she could be with you, who could see no life outside of the Arcadion.
I have no words. You're right about everything. The choices I've made have been out of fear that I would no longer be the Howling Blade. That's why I did nothing to stop my friend, even though I knew he was going to his death. Forgive me, Hector. I should have tried to save you, like they did. Thank you for bringing me to my senses. The President has done enough harm. I will help you stop him.
It's heartening to count the Howling Blade himself as our ally.
The Howling Blade is no more. From now on, simply Retsara.
Let's continue talking at my gym. Eutrope and Nauni are there, and they'd be happy to see you.
Understood. There's one matter I need to attend to, so I'll meet you there shortly.
All right. Head to Triview, love. Those fights were rough.
Keeping you guys alive was certainly an event.
All right, back to Tri-Tail's training.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk to Yana. Oh, the kitties.
The
Pets are-
kitties.
Pets are forbidden where I live, so I was hoping that you could look after these little ones.
We'd be glad to.
Okay. You only give me that tone of voice.
We'd be glad to. Naomi has been wanting to adopt a cat for a while now. She must be upstairs with Eutrope. I'll go and see how they are.
May I come too?
Of course. You and Eutrope have a lot of catching up to do, I expect.
Oh, okay, I'll just stay with the cats then.
This one is Snuggles, and this one is Frou Frou.
We have a situation! Naomi and Eutrope are gone!
Yes.
Naomi
I
wouldn't
saw
take
it
you.
coming.
Naomi wouldn't take Eutrope outside in her current state, and her terminal was left on the bed. Something's happened to them.
Gee whiz, who could it possibly be?
Chris, the unenhanced warrior. For your contributions to the excitement provided by Ascension Arcadia, you have my utmost esteem. That voice is the president. However,
Shocking.
I cannot suffer anyone to rewrite my script. And so, as a safeguard against further deviations, I have taken Eutrope and Naomi into my care. After some coaxing, Metem divulged to me that you wish to cure psychonecrosis. And it just so happens I know where you can find the stimulant you seek. The drop of life, it is called. What do you want from us?
Two simple things. Chris must continue fighting at the Arcadion, and you must never again meddle with my script. Nothing needs to change otherwise. If you become Grand Champion, Chris, your soul repository will be at your disposal, and I will even disclose the location of the drop of life. That is all. I look forward to seeing your exploits at the pinnacle of the Ascension Arcadia Championship, the heavyweight division.
So the president was a step ahead of us. One wrong move and Eutrope and Naomi will come to harm.
It seems we have no choice but to place our hopes in Chris.
I won't let you down.
Thank you. As your second, I'll continue doing my best to support you.
As will I. I won't turn a blind eye to the president's depraved actions any longer. Never again will I let anyone be taken away from me.
All right, let's... Okay, we gotta go outside of Tri-Tails for now.
Yep.
All right, let's talk to Yana. Sorry, I'll be fine. As long as we do what the president says, no harm should come to my sisters. Now, ahead of your campaign to become Grand Champion, I want you to prepare as best you can in your own way. Whether you train to hone your skills or rest to recover your strength, see to it you're ready for your next fight. I'm truly sorry to place so much on your shoulders, but you're the only one we can depend on. Please come and find me here when it's time for the heavyweight matches to begin.
You know it. We might as well talk to Gabbro while we're at it. Ah, Chris. Hoping you'd stop by.
Let's recount the cruiserweight tier.
If you have a moment, I'd love to hear your first-hand account of your cruiserweight matches. You impressed tremendously as before, overcoming one veteran fighter after the next to become champion. My hands were clammy with sweat as I watched your encounter with the Brute Abominator, and to remember your triumph over the Howling Blade sends a shiver down my spine. Even so, my experiences as a spectator cannot compare to those you lived, and I yearn to hear the visceral particulars from you. Pray, spare no detail. Your words have stoked the fires of my imagination. Yes, I believe I can produce evocative new cartoons that pale not even next to Sugar Riot's works. For instance...
Well, it's good he's putting the fan back in fan fiction.
Yeah, right? For instance, what if your dance battle against Dancing Green had reached a higher fever pitch? Or if the rambunctious Sugar Riot had allowed her art to run rampant, bringing works out of this world to life? And what if the Brute Abominator's savage onslaught had become savager still? What manner of hellscape might have he created? Finally, what if the Howling Blade had remained standing to unleash the full might of Fenrir?
There.
Oh yes, I dare say the next chapter of the Chronicles of the Unstoppable Upstart will be a bestseller as well. Thank you for taking the time to share your account with me. I look forward to witnessing your future exploits. Hearing about them from you as well, of course.
And there's our Savage mode. Well, we have got a few months to look forward to before we see the final act of the Arcadion. My biggest question is, what kind of rough fights will we be looking forward to when it comes?
Even rougher.
But we can only speculate for now. And with that, we are going to conclude this episode of The Sanctuary. Thank you all for watching. We hope you all enjoyed. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned for final announcements. If you're watching on YouTube and you like the video, click the follow button below, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more. Click here to watch the full Dawntrail playlist, and click here to watch the next episode when it comes out. Until then, we'll see you next time.